Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Man open left side is Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Burrow changing the look. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Now Burrow on 1st down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. In motion left is Higgins. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 13. Now it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Escaping the pressure right.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow on play action. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Jackson.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's